6 months ago, I started tracking something across all of our clients. Specifically, I wanted to see what happens when we run more than one marketing channel for somebody. Most agencies sell SEO or Google ads or just Facebook. One lane, one fee, and one outcome. Most business owners look at this the same way. We do it a little bit differently. So I wanted to know if the data backed up what we believed. What I found was honestly bigger than I expected. When we added another marketing channel for a client, usually SEO plus a paid ad source, their quote value pipeline goes up by 479%, almost 6x a pipeline of doing just one of our services in the same 6-month period. And then when we add a third channel, kind of that full funnel approach, organic plus paid search, plus paid social, the pipeline value goes up 867%, almost 10x. And it's not just about the pipeline. It's quotable leads, the real opportunities. Those go up 336%. Average project size goes up 123%. Even the close rate stays competitive with more lead flow. And the clients running 3 channels plus with us drive 50% of our entire sales revenue despite being just 14% of our overall client base. It's pretty impressive. So we're taking a look at our 44,601 leads across 100 plus businesses over a 6-month period. And the curve isn't just linear, it's compounding. Each channel we add doesn't just contribute to their own leads. It makes the other channels work harder and more effectively too. This video is going to be the case study. I'm going to show you exactly where the compounding happens, why it works, and what it means if you're trying to grow a service-based business right now. So I want to go ahead and set this up properly. I exported 6 months of lead data, every phone call, every form fill, every text message across over 100 of our clients. So that's 44,601 leads in total. Then I categorized our clients by how many marketing channels we run for them. So we have tier 1, which is just one channel at 82 clients, usually just SEO or just one paid ad source. Then we have tier 2, which is 2 channels. We have 31 clients there, typically SEO plus one paid ad channel, usually Google ads or Facebook ads. Then we have tier 3 or more channels. We have 18 clients in that bucket. So that's full funnel. That's SEO, Google ads, paid social, sometimes Bing as well. So that's what you're looking at there. Now, here's where most agencies and businesses kind of stop. Hey, we're just going to do SEO, or we're only going to focus on Google ads, or we're only going to do Facebook. And the result that I see all over the industry is that clients or businesses running one channel really, really hard end up hitting a ceiling and then blame the channel or digital marketing as a whole. The data I'm about to show you is the case for why that's the wrong frame of mindset. Because every single channel, paid search, organic SEO, Google Business Profile, even direct traffic, performs better when there are other channels running alongside of it, multiple lines in the water. And it's not a marginal difference. That's the difference between what we've seen in clients doing $114,000 in sales over the exact same period of time as a client in a similar industry doing over $1 million. That's an 870% increase. When we go from running one channel for a client to 2 or more, here's what we see happen. A 52% increase in leads per account. Same 6-month window, same contracting and home service based company. We just added a second line in the water. But the raw lead count is the least interesting number here. The interesting one is the quality of the increase in leads. We see a 134% increase in real opportunities per client. And the quotable rate, the percentage of those leads that are true opportunities where quotes go out, ends up increasing by 9%. A 50% improvement in overall lead quality, essentially. So why does adding a second channel or a third channel improve lead quality? Because you're hitting prospects at different points in the funnel. SEO is going to catch people typically who are ready to buy now. Paid search catches them earlier when they're aware they may have a problem, but usually they don't need it in the moment and they haven't really started searching yet. By the time that they do search, they already know your brand and your company. So when they fill out your form or call, they're a warmer lead with higher intent and typically a better lead. And with that, that's not magic. That's just full funnel coverage. But here's where it gets really interesting. Lead value. We see a 479% increase in pipeline value per account. So almost 6x the dollar value of the pipeline as a whole in the exact same window. A 224% increase in closed revenue per account. The same 6 months, the same type of businesses, the same type of markets. The only difference is the number of channels that we're running for them. Now here's the kicker. The multi-channel clients are only 37% of our entire customer base, but they generate 66% of all sales revenue. Less than 4 out of 10 clients who drive 2/3 of the dollars. The compounding effect concentrates on outcomes on the channels that the clients are running. Now, this is the part that most marketers and most businesses haven't seen because they're not doing it. Because what I'm about to show you is the actual mechanism behind it. Why does multi-channel marketing work? Here's the chart that ended up shocking me probably the most. The 3-channel clients, so again, SEO plus 2 paid ads, get 116% more leads from their Google business profile than the 1-channel clients. And yes, we do run paid ads to the Google business profile, but the Google business profile is organic. It's a free listing. It's not something we're typically going and buying more of when a client will sign up for an additional service. So why are 3-channel clients getting more than double the amount of leads from their Google business profile than the 1-channel clients? It's because of the compounding that happens. When we run paid social for a client, people will see them on Facebook. Then they go Google their name and search the brand. They click on the Google business profile. The Google business profile may then in fact get that lead, but the paid social campaign is what put the brand on the prospect's head or in the prospect's head in the first place. We're seeing a 1,038% increase from revenue from a Google business profile just because other channels are running alongside it, which is pretty wild to think about. And it's not just the GBP. We see the same thing with SEO as well. 3-channel clients get 98% more SEO leads, basically double versus 1-channel clients. The same SEO work, the compounding ends up lifting it. And we see a 3,164% increase in pipeline value from paid search when also supported by SEO and other channels. That's not 50% better. That's not double. That's over 30 times more pipeline from the exact same channel. And this is the case for full funnel marketing in one sentence. Every channel is more efficient when the others are also running. You can't get the results from 3-channel marketing by running just one channel really, really hard. The result itself lives in the combination of doing all of it. Brand awareness drives intent. When we run a paid social for a client, Facebook, Instagram, most of those people don't click, especially click right away. The CTR on paid social is typically really low. Most of that budget looks like wasted impressions if you only measure the direct response that happens. But those impressions plant a seed. 2 weeks later, that prospect has a roof leak, and the first name that pops into their mind or into their head is the one that they saw on Facebook 5 times. They Google it, they click the Google business profile, and now it's a lead. That paid social ad may get 0 attribution. The Google business profile gets the credit. Everyone misreads what just happens. SEO captures intent demand. By the time someone is searching roofer near me, they're ready to buy. SEO is the bottom of the funnel layer that captures the intent that the other channels a lot of times created. But intent has to be created somewhere. And in any local market, you're one of dozens and multiple dozens of options. So even if you rank number 1 on Google, if your brand isn't familiar, you end up losing to whichever competitor's name they've seen before. Paid search helps close the gap. Paid search is fast. Paid search can be quick and easy at many times, right? Paid search runs while SEO is slow cooking. Paid search lets you compete for keywords you already don't rank for or keywords where you're not on the first page of Google or the #1 spot. It lifts brand search value, meaning it makes more work effective when you're doing SEO. And then retargeting, especially on social, is going to close those loops. For every 100 people who hit your website, maybe only 2 convert on the first visit. That's 98% of people that leave. Retargeting brings them back. And the retargeted visitors, they convert at 200 to 300% the rate of cold visitors. When all 4 of these things are running, every one of them works harder themselves. That's the compounding. And the data that I just walked you through, specifically from our clients when we're doing these things, multiple services for them, is the proof. Now let me show you what it looks like at the top of the curve. We have 18 clients on full funnel, 3 or more channels running simultaneously. 18 of the 131 clients that have been looked at in this case study. That's only 14% of our client roster. But those 18 clients, they drive 50% of our total multi-channel revenue. Half of all of our multi-channel revenue comes from those 14 accounts. We see a 164% increase over one channel clients. We then see a 336% increase in quotable leads, and the pipeline increases by 867%, with the sales value actually increasing by 562%. And the 3 or more channel clients are not these large enterprise businesses. They are mid-market service companies. And the common thread is that these companies really aren't special compared to the other ones. The common thread is that they run multiple channels with us. They're not betting on SEO alone or Google Ads alone or Facebook alone. They're playing the full board of marketing. So if you're a service business owner watching this, what do you do with this data? Step 1 is to stop thinking in siloed channels when it comes to your marketing. The minute you treat SEO and paid search and paid social as all of these separate campaigns, you're already lost on the compounding. Plan them together. Measure them together, but separately. Their combined impact is bigger than the sum of their parts. Step 2, add channels in order, not all at once. You don't need to go full-fledged in the beginning. We do have clients that do that, but think about the trajectory of where you're trying to go and stacking them over time. The 18 3-channel clients, only a few of them started like that. Usually they'll start with SEO because it's the durable foundation. Then they add a paid search to capture intent demand faster, then paid social to fill in the top of the funnel. Step 3, again, don't measure these channels solely in isolation. You want to measure them in isolation, but you also need to measure it in at the top. The compounding effect that I just showed here today would be invisible if you don't do that. And if you're going to spend on full funnel, you have to measure the full funnel. Total pipeline per account and channel by channel ROAS as well. You got to do both of them. Marketing channels are a compounding system, not an addition problem. If you're running one channel right now and you've been wondering why your results have plateaued, if you're running multiple channels and you just want an extra expert set of eyes, feel free to book a call with us. In the description of this video, you'll see a link there, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Stay engaged with everything that we're talking about here, because we're trying to bring you the latest and greatest information on true data-driven ROI digital marketing to help your business grow and scale. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.